Hey guys, coming to you live. Today I want to talk about something that, um, I want to get the record straight for people who are confused. Now, I classify myself now as multiracial, and some people get confused like, does that mean you're biracial? Does that mean you're biracial? No, there is a difference, and the reason why some people are confused because there are some biracial people who classify themselves as multiracial, but they are not. There is a difference between biracial and multiracial. I will get into that in a minute. Before I did my DNA, I wanted to know who my ancestors were. Where did they come from? Who are these people? And the reason I wanted to know was because everyone in my family, we all have different facial features. You know, some of us have straight nose, small nose, big nose. Some of us are darker. Some of us are dark. Some of us are light. Some of us are brown. Some of us have different hair texture. So I just wanted to know, besides the obvious one, which is black, of course, but I want to know what else, what else is in my DNA and what parts of Africa is my ancestors, who were these people? So that's what I wanted to know before I did my DNA. And when my DNA came back, I was completely shocked. Completely shocked. Let's start with Africa. It came back that I have West, South, North African DNA. It came back that I have Irish DNA, Great British DNA, Scandinavia, Northwest Russian DNA, and Caucasus. I think it's pronounced Caucasus, Cacasus. I think it's pronounced. And that's between Georgia and Russia. There's a little place right there. Um, so I was, and also Native American DNA. I don't know if I said that before. So I was completely wow. I had no idea that I was gonna have so much DNA. Like, wow. Completely shocked. So I had it reanalyzed again and it to be, more detailed. And it came back pretty much the same thing. Um, Finoscadia DNA, which is same thing as Scandinavian DNA. Baltic DNA, which is around Estonia and Finland. North Atlantic DNA, which is around where England is. It also says that specifically Siberian DNA, as well as East Asian DNA and South Asian DNA, sorry, and also North Amerindian plus Arctic DNA, that's Native American, and the one that I mentioned before, Native American specifically South Amerindian, which is there's a difference between South Amerindian Indians and North Amerindian plus Arctic. Now the Indian wasn't the word used until it was associated with Christopher Columbus. Okay, so before that they didn't use the word Indians. So I was like, completely. It also tells me specifically which African tribes that I'm related to, and I'm related to a lot. Mandinka, Bantu. I'm related to I think it's pronounced it's Ber. I think it's Berber, as well as another tribe called the Sand People. It's Khoi Sand, as well as another tribe starts with an H, Hausa or something like that, as well as some other ones I can't even, the Wimbo or something, can't even pronounce. And that is truly multiracial. Now, biracial is like, let's say your father is Irish and your mother is African Kenyan, from a one specific tribe, that is biracial. Multiracial means when you have several different DNA, ethnic groups, ethnicity in your blood, which is me. And it's like, you know, a wonderful, interesting, confusing journey. It's basically a journey. I wanted to know who my ancestors were. I got my answers and it was confusing. It, I was shocked, confused, and, now I got my answers. And, so now I can truly call myself. Before I didn't know I said I'm black and I still am, but now I can say I am multiracial. And I'm very proud to be multiracial. You know, so for those people who don't understand the difference between biracial and multiracial, that's the difference. Biracial mean you have two different parents from two different ethnic groups, ethnicity, where multiracial means you have several, like myself. So do not confuse biracial and multiracial because they are two different things. Two different. Okay, so I just wanted to clear that up for the people who were confused. Like, when I keep saying multiracial, they're like, sometimes people don't even know what multiracial is. Like, they're like, multiracial? Like, what's that? Or, oh, does that mean you're biracial? But you're dark. Let me say this. I did my DNA 3 times and it came back the exact same thing, but in a more deeper, the other two came back in a more specific and deeper way. Do not judge. Do not judge by someone's skin tone or facial features. Like, oh, that they're just black or they're just this or they're just that. Because what they look like on the outside does not determine what their DNA is. Like, you can look one way on the outside, like you look at me, I'm dark, and you wouldn't know that I have all this, like, DNA, like Southeast Asian, um, East Asian, Siberian, North Amerindian, plus Arctic DNA, and South Amerindian, which are both Native American. You wouldn't know that I have Finno-Scandinavian DNA, which is Scandinavia. You wouldn't know that I have, North Atlantic DNA, which is around England, Ireland, and stuff like that. You wouldn't even know that I have Northwest Russian DNA, which is like Baltic, and, so, you wouldn't even, before, I didn't even know what Caucasus was. I think it's pronounced Caucasus, CASASUS or something like that. But you can't judge by someone's skin tone. Oh, girl, you black. Like, because you dark. Okay, so I'm dark what? It doesn't explain what my DNA is, right? So do not judge by someone's skin tone or their facial features. You know, actually, I think a couple of people in my life have ever asked me, do you have Asian in you? Because you do slightly have like Asian eyes or something. So now I know I got some Asian due to Native American, due to, the Siberian Arctic, back down to Asia, you know. So I know who my ancestors are now. And I just wanted to come on and explain to people the difference between biracial and multiracial people. Like, and a lot of biracial people, they keep going around like, oh, I'm multiracial. My daddy is black and my mama is white. That's not biracial. That's not multiracial. That's biracial. You know, I can't remember the guy from Prison Break, the younger brother, but he would be classified also as multiracial because he has several different DNA. Foxy Brown, the rapper, she's got Chinese, she's got black, and she's got East Indian DNA. That would also be in the way classified as multiracial, in a way. So, all these biracial people are like, I'm multiracial. My daddy's white and my mama is black. No, no, no. There is a difference, sweetie. There is a difference. And so when people say, confused, I just explain it to you. So all those people who are still confused, look it up. If you don't believe what I'm saying, and look up the difference between biracial and multiracial if you don't understand or believe what I'm saying. So there you have it. That is my interesting DNA, and I will say it again because I'm very proud of it. I have North African, West African, Little East African, as well as South African DNA, East Asian DNA, South Asian DNA, Siberian DNA, Caucasus DNA, Baltic DNA, which is Finland and Estonia, as well as Finno-Scadia, which is Scandinavia, as well as North Atlantic, which is around where England is, Irish DNA, English DNA, as well as North Amerindian plus Arctic DNA, North American, Native American, South Amerindian, I think that's how I'm pronouncing it, which is South Central American Indians. So, and I had my DNA done like twice, and it comes back the same exact thing from two different companies, comes back the exact same thing. So, you know what? There you have it. And, I'm very proud to be multiracial. And I just wanted to come on and explain to people the difference, and to clear it up for people who are confused when I say that I'm multiracial. So there you have it. I just wanted to come on and explain a little bit more about that. So, I'm very proud. I'm also very proud of also the different African tribes that I'm related to, like the Mandinkas, the Berber people, as well as the San people and the other ones that I'm related to that I cannot remember them all. So, you know what? I'm very proud. So thank you so much for watching, and, thanks to my subscribers. And I know this is something totally different from my previous